We still hustle daily. What's up, Hustle Nation? Welcome back to another video. Got another one for y'all. This is gonna be a good one, y'all. So this is how she went missing at 15 years old. So she's about to give us her story. It said it looked like the article was in 2018. Okay, so that's when it happened. Make sure y'all smash this like button, man. I appreciate y'all, love y'all, and make sure y'all follow all the Storytime channels. We still hustle daily, and we still hustle daily too. Appreciate y'all. Let's get into it. Some of y'all, oh, never mind. Appreciate y'all.
So y'all remember this, right? When I went missing at 15 years old? Yeah, I'm ready to tell my story. So as y'all know, this was back in 2018. I was 15 years old at the time. I was actually talking to this older dude. He was about, I think, like 23 or 4 at the time.
Oh, wow. That's you? Yes, it is. You nice. Thanks. How old are you? I'm only 16. How old are you? Damn, I'm 23. You should have seen my face. But damn, you grown as fuck. How was your face looking? And yeah, where you be at? He too old. He too old for this shit.
One day he just responded to my story of me dancing on my story, whatever. He commented on my body, and at the time I was 15. I felt like that was cute. I'm like, oh, I'm getting any type of attention. This is cute. Don't judge me, y'all. So boom, we end up talking more and more, and it wasn't just him, it was another dude too, right? That's involved with this story. So the first dude, we gonna call him Josh. That's actually his name. I don't really care to censor names. This other dude, we're gonna name him Boxer. And the only reason I'm censoring his name is because he plays a big part in this story, and I really don't know where this story is gonna go. As y'all can see in the flyer or whatever, it said like I went missing after theater practice. So we had came up with this plan or whatever that, okay, after school, I want to finally see you. Mind you, I never seen these two dudes a day in my life. It's just somebody I used to be talking to on the social media and stuff like that. Supposed to be my first time linking with this dude. He said, okay, I'm gonna pull up on you. We gonna sit in my car. We just gonna chill.
Fellas, if you got a daughter, man, gotta watch them fucking social medias. The daughter could be fucking 15 years old and she got fucking 23 years old. I mean, mothers watch y'all daughters too. You feel me? But your motherfucking, this is stupid to me. 16, my nigga, you can drive too? Come on, bro. Pulling up to school, huh?
We're gonna talk and we're gonna get to know each other. That was the plan. So I'm after school or whatever, and I'm looking for this dude. I'm like, okay, like, where is he at? I don't see him. He kept on texting me like, hey, I'm right here. I'm in front of the school, this, that. And I'm like, I don't see you. Like, he won't saying like this. It was a red car. I'm like, I don't see no red car. Like, where are you at? So next thing y'all know, he finally stopped playing with me. He was like, oh, I actually sent the lift. And he was like, just get in the lift. And I got you a lift to me. So in the back of my head, I'm like, well, like, this wasn't the plan. Like, I was literally just supposed to sit in the car and chill with this dude. But me being naive, I got in that car. I got in the back of that car. And that feeling in my stomach, it just started being real strong. And I'm like, I know I should never did this, but it's too late to turn back, right? So I'm on the freeway, and my phone instantly started blowing up. Like, I'm getting calls back to back to back. I'm like, where you at? Because the thing is, in order to cover my ass, I told her, yeah, come to my theater practice, because I didn't want this to be suspicious. Come to my theater practice. And now I was going to tell her last minute, like, hey, parents can't be here. It didn't work out like that, thank God. So she blowing me up, everybody blowing me up, and I ended up turning my phone off for a minute. And I turned it back on when I finally arrived at his apartment. He was texting me on the way there. He was like, yeah, it's my apartment, that. Anything could happen, y'all. It could have really not been a Lyft. But later on, I found out, like, the Lyft driver actually did help the police officers with the case. So I get there. Mind you, like I said, he's an older dude. I'm thinking, like, this is about to be my future man and stuff like that. It did not work out. You already know what he was trying to do with me, and he did it, and he wanted me to stay. He told me, oh, yeah, you should.
Watch y'all motherfucking kids, bruh. Especially in this social media shit. This shit is crazy. They get access, can easily DM somebody and have access to them immediately. This is crazy. Y'all be fucking careful. I need my motherfucking... Y'all know I need my motherfucking girl passwords. Nigga, I need my kids' passwords too. I don't give a fuck about no privacy, nigga. Unless it's my boy. My boy can do... My boy can be out there. Well, nah, I gotta watch the nigga too. He gotta make sure he ain't like this nigga. You know?
You should stay, that. I told him what was going on, that everybody keep on calling me and stuff like that. Y'all think that man cared at the time? No. Mind you, like I said, he did what he wanted to do, but he got me pregnant that day, and I didn't know anything about pregnancy or like want to do do that inside. Like, I didn't know nothing about that. I'm still a kid at this time. So after he did that, he ain't had no remorse about it. Like, I went to the bathroom to pee and stuff like that. Like, I really didn't know what just happened in that moment. So when my head went to the bathroom, my head came out, and he like, hey, you ready? Like, you ready to go? Because I told him, like, I don't want to stay here. Like, I need to go because everybody's looking for me and I don't want to be here. Like, I want to actually go home or be close to home. So that's where Boxer comes into the picture. That's where Boxer comes into this picture. So I started hitting up Boxer because, mind you, I told y'all I was talking to him as well. Like, this is somebody I was frequently talking to.
Okay. So you in the whole relationship with me? No, yes. Okay. So don't be playing. The fuck? This real. Okay. She say, alright, I got you. I think you out here trying to break older niggas' hearts, maybe? That's what that say? The fuck I need to do that for? I don't know, just be 100. And we gon' go far with this. Far with this something. She blocking some word. I don't know. Maybe that's her name. Oh, you serious? Okay. Just know I got you. He say for sure. Okay, so this is somebody she says she been talking to.
Both of them knew my age, all of that. Like, both of them already knew how old I was. So it wasn't even a surprise. Like, oh yeah, I'm this 15-year-old little girl. I'm being fast.
She said she did lie. She was 16 at the time.
It wasn't no surprise to them. Way there, he was like, I really want to take you to the mall. Like, I want to walk around with you. I want to show you off, this, that. I'm like, no, take me to Boxer. So I got to Boxer or whatever, and he outside waiting on me. And we had pulled up, and I got out the car, and I'm like, okay, bye, Joshua, yeah. So I got out the car, and I had went with Boxer. So as soon as I got in the house, when I first come in, I see that it's a blow-up bed in the living room, and I'm like, why is the blow-up bed in the living room? I'm like, he has a 1-bedroom apartment. Like, why isn't he in the room? Kind of found out it was his older girl that was staying with him. Mind you, this whole time I was missing too, she knew that I was a missing person. She knew that I was a missing 15-year-old little girl. And she's part of the reason I actually went home. But I'm going to get to that part of the story. So, boom, instantly I come in the house and, like, we talk for, like, a little while. Because he's like, hey, what's going on? Like, he wants to know what was going on while I'm at home. I got done talking to him or whatever, telling him what was going on while I wasn't going home and stuff like that. And telling him, like, hey, I actually don't want to be home. Like, first of all, the first reason that I didn't go home is because I felt like I would get in a lot of trouble. Like, my parent at the time, she wasn't the best. And I really feared what she would do if I went home. So I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, everything was going through my head. Like, I got stumped out for less. So I'm like, I'm not about to go home. I don't even know what's about to happen to me. Maybe I should just stay away for a while, let her cool down. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm 15. So I'm asking him, like, what should I do? And he like, oh, you might as well just stay here and let her cool down, like you said. And just chill for a minute. Like, just chill for a minute and just think about stuff later. Like, just chill, get your mind off of it and think about stuff later. So I'm like, okay, like, he's older than me. He know exactly what he's talking about. He wouldn't tell me anything that's wrong. So I'm thinking that he caring for me or whatever. He like, all right, lay down. Mind you, I told you it was a blow-up bed in the living room. What's that? Was a blow-up bed or whatever. He turned on the movie. So he watching this movie barely. And I'm laying at the edge of the bed. I'm just like this. I'm trying to think about everything. I'm like, oh, he really trying to help me. Like, he really is trying to take my mind off everything. I'm watching a movie, and I peeped that he wasn't watching a movie. So he rolled over to me, because I'm laying on my stomach like this. He rolled over to me. He started screwing, like, next to me, more next to me or whatever. I was looking at the movie, but I wasn't watching it. I was just trying to take my mind off everything. Long story short, he ended up pulling down my pants, and he ended up trying to turn me, like, to spoon towards him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like this. He tried to turn me like this. I feel uncomfortable. I'm like, wait, what you doing? That's always my word, wait. I don't know how to say stop. So I'm like, wait, like, what you doing? He like, no, you said you grown, right? You want to be grown, right? That's what he said. You want to be grown.
This is disgusting. Literally. This is crazy to me. Man, I don't want no fucking daughters, bruh. But I'm gonna make sure my son is not like these niggas right here. These niggas is wild.
Alright. This is what grown people do.
That sounds nasty. That's how you try to get some pussy? That's what you say? Why the fuck she ain't say his name? This Boxer. Well, she says she don't know how far the story gonna go. Alright.
I'm like, what? So, bro, I'm 15 at this time. So I'm just letting him do what he wanted to do. I did not want to do it, by the way. I did not want to do it. He just said, oh, you supposed to be grown, right? So this is what you're supposed to do. And I'm just like, okay. So, after that whole situation that happened, that whole, like, the whole rest of that day, it was honestly stressful for me because everybody was, like, blowing up my phone and stuff like that. They like, where you at? Like, the police looking for you. I'm about to show y'all the flyer. Here go the flyer. Yeah, so this is like an actual situation that's ongoing. People sending me pictures like of the flyer and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is actually happening. Like I'm now a missing person, all because I decided to get in the car. Remember that girl I had told y'all about, the one like she stayed there or whatever, the older girl that stayed there with him later on that night, and she was smoking or whatever, and she like, hey, like you want to hit this? Mind you, I never smoked a day in my life. I'm just like, yeah, like I'm excited to do it because it's something that I never did before. So I'm excited, and I actually did do a video, so I'm gonna insert the video. Like I was over there tweaking, like this, yeah, I was over there tweaking, and I started to like get the feeling like, okay, like,
Damn, I feel bad for her, man. She young, man. She young, bruh. This shit shouldn't be happening. You feel me?
this is what it feel like to be grown. Like this is what it feel like to be older. Cause he kept putting that in my head. Like even when he was texting me, he was like, you so much more mature for your age, and like he was really grooming me, and I did not know that at the time. Since she was there later on that night, she was like cooking and stuff like that. He had turned on some music, and they was in the room for a long time. So looking back at it, I'm like, what y'all had going on? But of course at the time, I'm not looking at it. And mind you, I'm geeked up. He got the music on. This is my first time I was really like out of my body, and I was trying my best to hold it together, but I knew what was going on, but it's not like I was like freaking out or anything. But I'm like, okay, like I can get used to this. Like I could get used to being grown. So I'm telling him how I feel or whatever, because I remember she was in the kitchen cooking. She asked me, did I want something to eat? I'm telling him how I feel. Like he came over on the bed, the kitchen right here, so we on the other side of the wall, and he just started like laying down with me and stuff like that. Like he was laying on me. Like I'm really thinking that this is my man.
Do y'all see this nigga tatted up and everything? Big time tatted up too. This is crazy.
Like he was.
Let's go to jail. Hopefully, somebody need to go to jail. That's what need to happen. These niggas need to go to jail.
Laying on me, like I'm laying down because I feel how I feel. He lay between my legs, he up there cuddling up on me and stuff like that. I'm holding him, and he gonna say something. Oh, you want to do this now? Like, where was this energy at earlier? Like, where was this energy? And I'm like, huh? Like, what you mean by that? And mind you, at this time, I didn't find anything wrong with what he did to me. I just was like, I'm grown. So he just kept on saying like, where was this energy at earlier? Like, you didn't want to hug me or hold me earlier. And I'm like, dang, like, it was my first time seeing it. He's like, yeah, all right. He gonna get up and walk into the kitchen. I'm like, what? So fast forward, the next morning, that's when everything like really started hitting me. I had woke up, and you know how you wake up somewhere that's unfamiliar, like you think that you somewhere that you, and I'm like, dang, why am I not home right now? Like, what am I doing here? And I'm looking at my phone, like I swear I never seen my phone blowing up like this before. The police department called me. I'm about to insert that now.
The Garfield Heights Police Department. You've been reported missing, and it's imperative that you contact your mother, or you can call the police department. If you're somewhere and you need a ride, we can do that.
Everybody's texting, calling me. Like my phone was just like the back was blowing off my phone. And mind you, this whole time where everybody was calling me and stuff like that, like the police department actually was like, they was building a case and they was trying to get more information out of everybody. And come to find out, they pinged my phone in the area that I was in, right? But it said that I was in the woods somewhere. So my mom, like, bro, my family going crazy at the time. They like, dang, like something happened to her. Whole time I'm sitting there scared. Like I didn't want to hit nobody back because I'm scared. I didn't know what to do. Like I really feel like I got myself in a messed up situation. I was missing for 8 days, y'all. I was missing for 8 days, and I had this man in my ear manipulating me and grooming me this whole time. He telling me like, oh yeah, like what I'm doing is cool. I'm about to insert a video of when he was telling me like how his mom used to treat him, and he was asking me like how everything was going in my household and stuff like that, because I would tell him like how my household was at the time. It wasn't perfect. And he up there making it seem like it's cool. He like, yeah, like my mom used to treat me like this and like that, so I get it. Like you can stay here as long as you want to. I'm about to insert the video.
One of her friends, like I ain't over exaggerating. Every last one of her friends pulled me to the side, like, why she treat you so different? Like what's up? Like, what's going on in the house with you? I don't know, shit. All my life I thought it was normal.
So I'm thinking, like, this is valid. Like, I shouldn't be there. Like, because he telling me, like, you shouldn't have to deal with that. You shouldn't have to go through. So I'm thinking, like, okay, what I'm doing is cool. Like, that's when I started to think, like, I need to stop listening to what everybody else saying, and I need to listen to this man. So I'm just standing there, mind you, like, I'm just doing, like, kid stuff, like, things that I would do if my parents wasn't home. Like, I was like, okay, I'm grown now because I'm doing. Ice me out. Ice me out. Ice me out. Ice me out. That night, I did sleep.
Hey, real quick. And I don't want y'all to be going crazy in the comments, because sometimes I see y'all be going crazy. I need y'all to remember something, man. This girl was 5th fucking teen now. Ice me out. Ice me out. That is a kid. So y'all keep this shit in mind now. The niggas need to go to jail.
Sleep with him, and she was in a room, like, she knew, and you cool with this, right? So it comes to a day where I'm like, this is what I really started feeling like, okay, I could deal with it. So she was talking to me one day and stuff like that, having a casual conversation. I don't remember what it's about. So Boxer, he was in the shower, and she like, you know what we should do? You should record. I'm about to pour some milk on this nigga. I'm about to pour some milk on this nigga while he in the shower. I'm like, where were you? Okay. So I'm thinking, like, this is actually cool. Like, I'm cool where I'm at. Whole time, I was so sad during that time. I was just trying to, like, block it out because I'm like, he's already telling me that everything is okay. So why would I believe what everybody else? So at this time, I'm still at his house or whatever. And it's like, I kind of got used to being there. I'm just like, okay, well, this is most likely going to be my new life now. And he made me so comfortable with being there. The only time I was uncomfortable with being there is the times where I wasn't doing what he wanted me to do. Or when he just wasn't getting his way. That's the times he really made it uncomfortable. I'm just chilling one day, and he didn't tell me, like, people were supposed to be coming over or whatever. I think there was, like, his friends. They was having, like, a little kick it in the room. The room that Monty was supposed to be staying. So they all in there kicking it or whatever. And this is the day that I met his baby mama, his second baby. So mind you, at this time, he had a son, right? The girl that he had his second baby by was the girl that I had met this. So instead of going in the room, she actually came and she sat with me. I was up there, I was playing a game, and she was like, can I play right quick? I'm like, yeah, like, here, go to the controller, you can play. So I'm just sitting there and I'm chilling. I'm like, dang, he got all these people over here. And I kind of felt like everybody was looking at me because it was an ongoing thing. Like, I was on the news, Joe. So everybody knew about this situation. Like, it was not a secret. Like, everybody knew. And the reason I brought up his second baby mama is because even after the situation, he was still trying to get me to, like, come over and stuff like that. Like, it wasn't like he just left me alone. No. He tried to get me to come over again. And mind you, I came over a couple times. Him and his older cousin that just got out of jail. Like, I'm thinking I'm supposed to be coming over there to chill with this man. Even though the situation happened, I never seen myself as a victim. Y'all gotta understand, I was a kid. I did not know what was going on for real. But we gonna get to that part of the story. So, boom, I ended up meeting his baby mama or whatever. And his baby mama was just sitting there playing the game. And at this time, I just felt like everybody was, like, looking at me, or, like, everybody knew what was going on. At the same time, I wanted somebody to notice me so they could just tell me, girl, go home. Or just give me some words of encouragement so that I could just get that little push so, like, I know what I'm doing is wrong. And I know that I'm going down the wrong path. Like, something to just save me, but nobody did. Everybody just walking past me like it was normal. So that started playing in my head a little bit more too, because I'm like, this must be normal. Like, nobody really saying anything to me. Everybody just walking past me. And the reason I brought up his baby mama is because later on down the line, he would send me videos of them doing stuff. And he was like, yeah, this is how I want you next time, or this is what I want you to do. Like, and I remember, like, after the situation, she was posted, like, she would post him and then he would repost it. That's how I found her Instagram. And I'm like, wait, this is the girl that I seen that day. I'm like, that was his girl? So at this time, I was really getting introduced to some weird stuff. Like, one time we were supposed to be walking to the store. We was leaving out his house to go to the store so he could give me some snacks and stuff like that. And as we was leaving out, like, he smacked my butt. So I'm like, I had jumped because I'm not used to this, bro. I had jumped and I had looked at him. I'm like, dang, he probably think I'm like a little girl now. I'm like, dang, I gotta tighten up. So he like, so you think that people know that I'm your older end? Like, your older nigga? He will always refer to himself as I told myself my older, like, no, bro, you're a whole pedophile. So he started saying stuff like, if you're gonna be my girl, like, you gotta get used to being around me. You gotta get used to being seen with me and stuff like that. So mind you, like I said, at this time, it was a known thing that I'm missing. So it was people that was hitting me up to, like, see if I was cool. It was people that was hitting me up to tell me to go home. And it was people that was hitting me up to drag me down that path even more. And it was this one specific dude, I don't know how he got my number. And he was like, hey, is this my name? And I was like, yeah, this is me. So he like, how are you doing? And he started saying, like, he got money for me and stuff like that. And he was like, you gonna come out and come get it and stuff like that. I'm like, how much money. So he sent me a picture. Y'all do.
What was that? Okay. That nigga sent her $120. I thought he was gonna motherfucking. What the fuck? But remember, this 15.
Y'all do not judge me. But I was about to go through with it because I was like, I do need money. Like, mind you, I still got on the same clothes that I had on the day that I had even left school that day. So I'm wearing the same, like from head to toe, I got on the same clothes, same hairstyle, everything. So I'm like, I do kind of need some money to give me some more clothes. Literally, this was not my intention. Like, I could understand if I was going to leave and I packed me a bag or something. No, this was not planned at all. So boom, I ended up sending him boxer address and stuff like that. And I was actually going to go through with it. But something in my stomach was just like, girl, no. Like, do not do that. So I didn't do it. He was like, I'm outside. Like, you going to come outside? I got your money. He sent me the money spread again. I just never responded, and I just started making little videos. I'm up there putting on their clothes, wearing their shoes. So I'm up there texting him because I noticed, like, whenever I didn't get him what he wanted, like, he would really, like, be weird towards me. So I was texting him while he was out. I was like, yeah, when you get home, I'll do it this time. Sorry if I made you mad. Like, I'm saying stuff like that. And he started replying. He was like, yeah, like, that's cool. It's not no pressure. He was just agreeing with what I was saying, just going along with it. Laying in the bed, and he had came home or whatever, and he had laid next to me. I don't remember if he changed or not, but getting in the bed with your outside clothes is crazy. Sorry, I'm just trying to make light of the situation because I'm actually very traumatized. But he just had sat next to me and stuff like that, and I just act like I was asleep because I actually wasn't going to do that. I just wanted his attention, and I just wanted him to stop acting weird towards me because, mind you, he said that we're going to be in a relationship and that I'm his girl.
So you want a whole ass relationship with me? Oh, I read this shit already.
Gladly, he did not try me that night. I think he tried to, like, the most he did was like cuddle me and stuff. Like, he was grabbing me, like he was touching on me and stuff, but it never really went anywhere. So the next day I had woke up and he was gone. I'm like, oh, like, where you at? So I had seen the message. He had texted me. He was like, yeah, I had to go to this boxing. He had practiced something like that. I think it was like his camp or he had practiced something like that. So I'm like, oh, okay, like, you know, I'm just having a casual conversation. He had brought it up. He was like, how you gonna say that you was gonna do this, and that, and then fake like you sleep? I start feeling hurt by that. I'm like, dang, he probably really think that I'm a little girl. Like, I'm supposed to be grown, like, you know. So that's when I had made this video.
If not, I'll make him famous.
What was that? What was it?
See, remember when I said I was texting other people too, though? Because I felt like I needed to fill the void that he was not feeling at the time. Yeah, so it didn't end at just him. He out doing him. Like, let me stop acting like a little girl. Like, I always need his attention and stuff like that. So I started texting other people, and I started linking other people. And reliving these moments, it actually is a lot for me. Like, this is a traumatic time for me. It's not something that was just, like, fun, but it's always been in me to make the best out of any situation that I've been presented with. So that's just always been me. So when I be talking about stuff and I talked about how I left, and then I got people that's calling me fast and all that, like, y'all don't know what was going on behind closed doors to begin with, or how I grew up my childhood, none of that. Yes.
Exactly. That's why I stopped it and told y'all in the beginning, y'all be careful with them goddamn comments. Y'all be going crazy sometime. Remember, this girl was 15, and we heard her say some shit with her mama that be happening at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta, all this shit gotta be taken into account of.
Yes, I had a lot of trauma, so I thought that a lot of things was okay. No, I did not want to go home because I felt like it's so much tied into everything. Like, stop judging me. And it's a lot of people who living out this story right now, and I don't want them to see these comments and be like, oh yeah, like this and that. No, like, this supposed to be a safe space. Stop victim blaming, because that's not cool for real. But anyway, so as I was saying, for the time that I was there, like, he really was just in my ear. He was manipulating me a lot. So I really thought that what I was doing was okay. I thought it was cool to stay there because nobody made it an issue for me to be there. So as I'm there, I'm not finding anything wrong with what I'm doing. I knew deep down, I really knew that it was wrong, but I never had no guidance, and throughout that time, nobody was telling me, like, hey, what you doing is wrong, and you need to go home. So I just thought that it was okay. There was people on my phone, they like, hey, like, you need to go home, like, come home, please call the police and stuff like that. But I was really scared. Like, I did not, y'all gotta think, I'm 15 at the time. Yes, I was making certain decisions for myself, but I was really scared. Like, Cause I'm like, okay, I'm here, but what happens after this? Like, it'd be the uncertainty. Like, till to this day, I'm afraid of uncertainty. So I'm like, okay, I'm here, and if I go home, what happens after that? And like I said, this man was grooming me. So even after this situation, I'm gonna skip past a little bit, cause I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna touch base on some of y'all questions, because that really completes the story for real. Like, y'all questions really complete the story. Time that I was there, I was not having fun. I was making videos. Like, me making videos is like my therapy. Still to this day, me making videos is my therapy. And the reason I'm coming out today is because I'm finally breaking my silence. A couple of y'all asked, like, oh, is he in jail or did he get locked up? No, because I never spoke up. And even when I did speak up a couple years ago, he shot me down. He tried to make it seem like I was crazy. Like, he's like, why would you do that? I was helping you. Why would you say this, and that? And I'm like, oh, maybe I'm wrong for that. But the whole time, like, no, it was valid what I was saying. But how I'm telling this story right now, I would never been able to tell like that back then. So, see, I remember when I had said that he wasn't the last person that I was with. He wasn't. I'm not going to lie to y'all. But he just played a big part in this story, because no matter where I went, I always come back to his house. So, it was this other dude that I was talking to. I started hitting up other people because, mind you, like, he doing what he doing. Like, I really thought this is somebody who really wanted to take me serious. Like, regardless if he was older or not, I really thought that he really liked me like that, because that's what he was telling me. That's what he was always in my ear telling me. And when he was doing what he was doing, he was always telling me how he wanted to be with me. So I started hitting up other people and stuff like that. Just people who would reply to my story. Like, I started just doing anything. So I'm like, oh, he want to do this? Like, da-da-da. Like, as y'all can see, like, in that last video when he was on the phone, when he said he's supposed to be driving to New York, I'm like, kind of like that. Like, I really started getting jealous because he started bringing people around. He was on the phone with girls all the time. I'm like, but you said... You know, my young mom, like, but she said, but then you doing this? So it was just like, huh? So I started hitting up people, and I had linked up with this other dude. It was like, I think it was like late at night, because he didn't come home all that day. I'm up there making videos and stuff like that. And mind you, like I said, I had on the same clothes. Like, hygiene wasn't there. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was not taking showers. I ain't put on no new clothes, none of that. I just had on the same clothes. I ain't know nothing about hygiene to begin with. I was never taught these things. Hygiene, all this stuff, I had to figure it out by myself. Literally. Like, I had to figure it out by myself. And when it comes to dealing with older dudes, I always thought that it was okay, because as a kid, when I was growing up, I thought it was okay for people to touch my body. I never knew that it wasn't okay. I'm talking about like second grade. I'm thinking that it's cool for people to touch on me and stuff like that, because that's something that was going on. Talk about that right now, but like, just keep that in mind. Like, when y'all listening to this story, like, I ain't had no guidance for it, and I thought that certain things was okay. I never knew that what was happening wasn't okay. And I shouldn't even have to explain that. Y'all just need to stop victim blaming. So I linked up with this other dude. I forgot how I got there. I think he had his friend come pick me up or something like that. Like, it was some way I got to this dude. It was like late at night. Mind you, same clothes on. Didn't take no shower. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, this is what happened. So I get there or whatever, and I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna just be able to go in his house. Oh no, I got a ride from somebody. Damn, why didn't you drive me to the police station? So I walk up to his house. I'm like, hey, I'm here or whatever. And he like, okay, I'm about to let you in. I didn't know that this whole time that he was actually supposed to be sneaking me in. Like, he wanted to see me. He wanted to sneak me in. But my thing is, if y'all knew I was missing, like, why nobody told on me? Like, told on my whereabouts or none of that? Like, it literally took for one of my friends. Like, he got me on the phone, got me talking. That's how they found out where I was at. So I'm in this dude's house. It was his mama house. And I'm in there. Like, he was like around my age. So I'm in there and stuff like that. He had snuck me into the attic. Because at first I'm like, we can just go. I thought that's where his room was at, but it was so empty. I'm just like, what is we doing up here? And next thing you know, like, we smoking and stuff like that. And I'm just like, okay, like, this is me now. Like, this is what I do now. Like, so we up there doing that and stuff like that. And he had gave me one of his jackets. I don't remember what I had on, but somehow I ended up getting his jacket. Me into his room, and we was just in there the whole night, and yeah, that happened. So the next morning, this is how I ended up home. So I'm about to really wrap up this story, but I'm gonna answer y'all questions, because that's gonna fill in everything, and everything else gonna make more sense, because I know it's a lot of parts that I had to skip past. Like, mind you, this is kind of hard for me to talk about. I make it look good. So the next morning, we wake up, and his mom was mad. I guess his mom had looked in his room. Like, the way that his room was set up, though, it was like a closet. It was like a big closet. Like, you walk into the living room, and then it's this room right here. Like, it was big enough to be a room, but it gave closet. So I guess she had walked in there, and she had seen me laid up with him and stuff like that. So he ended up leaving out the room. He got in trouble because he had the fan on to block out me being heard and stuff like that, so that he could kind of like hide me in there. So I think that she knew too, because I just think that she didn't want to get in trouble, but she for sure knew that I was missing. Everybody knew I was missing at this time. And I think that she just didn't want to get in trouble. So I'm like, can you take me? Like, she said I had to leave. And I'm like, I don't have a way to get anywhere. I'm like, can you just take me or whatever? She was like, oh no, I'm sorry, I can't do that. But I can give you some bus money. Like, I can give you some money and I could take you to the bus station. But I'm not taking you home. So I'm like, dang, now I gotta figure everything out. And she had gave me the bus money. She had took me to the bus station, and my phone was on 5%. I remember this. My phone was on 5%. And I didn't even know where I was going. I never really took the bus before because everywhere that I had went, I always been able to walk. My phone on 5%. I'm trying to reserve my battery. I'm texting him. I'm like, hey, I'm about to be on the way back to the house and stuff like that. I'm like, can you make sure that you up and that you open the door? I know he was seeing my messages, and I kept on blowing his phone up, blowing his phone up, blowing his phone up, and he just wasn't answering. I ended up getting dropped off downtown. And this is where everybody started to see me. And they're like, hey, ain't that girl? Like, ain't that her? I'm downtown, y'all. Because I took the bus. I didn't know where I was going. So I'm like, let me just get off right here. And I can ask somebody to charge my phone. And I could go where I need to go. So I'm walking around downtown. I didn't know what to do. And, like, people just staring at me. I'm like, oh, my gosh. Like, everybody noticed me. So I'm walking around, and I finally went into this one spot where I'm like, can I charge my phone? He was like, I can give you like a bus route or whatever. And the way that he was looking at me, I'm like, dang, he knows exactly who I am. So he just kept on looking at me and stuff, and he had gave me like this paper of a bus route to get to where I was supposed to be going. That's how stuff got found out too. So he gave me a bus route to where I was supposed to.
How many of y'all think the mama knew that the girl was missing? Let me know in the comments below.
To be going, and I'm like, okay, I had showed it to the bus driver, and the bus had dropped me off right by the apartment. And that's when I had walked into the apartment, and I started banging on the door because I'm like, you about to let me in this door? Like, I know for a fact that you see my messages and you see me calling you because it's been about 2 hours now, and you never be asleep at this time. So I'm like, let me in there, whatever. So I walked in. He had just walked over, and he had laid on the blow up bed. He was like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. And like, this whole day was weird, but I had got back to the house and stuff, and he had just laid back down on the bed, and I think I just had laid on the floor next to the bed. And I'm just like, okay, like, today feel weird, and I just feel like I really needed to go home. Like, that whole time that I was there, I just stayed there, but in reality, I wanted to go home. Like, my mom, she was sending me videos of her, stuff like that, and she asked me, like, just send a picture so I know that you okay. I'm gonna show y'all the picture. This is the picture. The whole time, I was just dealing with my own emotions, but it's like, y'all have to understand, he was telling me that it was okay to do what I was doing. He was relating to me. He like, I get what you're going through, and I'm always be here for you, this, that, when it was to his benefit. Yeah. So, long story short, I ended up calling the police later on that day because the girl, Mindy, she actually came to me, and she had asked me, she like, how old are you? Mind you, everybody already know about the alert at this time. Like, she's seen the flyer, he's seen the flyer. So, I guess that was just starting the conversation. She like, how old are you? I'm like, 15. Mind you, I've been waiting for somebody to just ask me that. I've been waiting for somebody to say something to me. Like, say something. Let me know something besides what I've already been hearing. She like, why are you here? And I was like, because, like, I just started breaking down, started crying. Like, you know how somebody asks you that one thing and you kind of just like, boom, like that's a trigger? Or crying. I started really opening up to her. I'm like, this and that be going on. This and that happened. This and that. I tried to bring up what he did to me. I'm like, this and that. Like, I was just so confused, and I just really needed help at the time. I'm just like breaking down, crying to this girl because I'm like, somebody needs to help me. Like, you ever been crying for help in other ways, but it's like nobody really hear you for real? That was me at that time. So she basically was like, girl, like, I think she even gave me a hug. She like, I heard what you saying, but I really think that you should just go home. And I was like, but this and that. She was like, you need to go home. Just go home. She was like, you need to call somebody. You probably should just go home. And I was like, you're right. I do need to go home. I wiped them tears off my face. I texted my people again. I'm like, you know what? I'm about to come home. And I was like, I just hope that y'all not mad at me. And they was like, please just come home. Like, do you want us to come and get you? Like, what you gonna do? I ended up calling the police, and the police officer had came and got me. And I'm gonna post a video when I was in the car.
Scary out here. Not the day and age we out here living in the street. No?
Yeah.
Shit, it wasn't even safe 30 years ago when I was young.
On my way there, the officer, he talking to me and stuff like that. He like, yeah, you can't be doing stuff like that. Like, it's not safe out here. Like, it could have been much worse than what you just went through. Like, you're not supposed to be doing that. And I was like, okay. I'm like, you can hear it in the video. I just needed somebody to talk to me. Like, that's all I ever needed was somebody to just talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I know, like, the way that everything happened, it's like everything just happened so fast. 1 minute, I'm supposed to be linking with somebody, sitting in the car. I'm in school. I'm having a good day. I'm in school. I'm like, okay, I'm about to link with this dude for the first time. We about to be in his car. Whole time, he sent the lift. But it's like, that wasn't our agreement. And I got in the car because I didn't want him to be mad at me. So I'm like, maybe I could somehow finesse this and make it back in time so that I don't get caught. Like, I was trying to finesse it and stuff like that. I'm like, I just don't want him to be mad at me. childhood wounds? Y'all ever had that? Like, y'all ever had trauma? Okay, because y'all acting like y'all don't understand what trauma is. Like, y'all acting like I was grown at that time. No, I had a child state of mind. I don't even know I got trauma. I'm thinking like, come on now, y'all ever had like a father wound, a mother wound?
And then they say your fucking cortex front or the back don't all the way develop until you like 25 anyway. So come on, y'all, gotta get serious now. Use your brains, use your motherfucking cortex.
Y'all ever experienced trauma before? Yeah. Oh, okay. The way that some of y'all be commenting, I be feeling like I'm the only one or something. Like, we all got trauma, right? Like, literally. But yeah, when I ended up going home though, my family was standing outside because the police officer, he had called him. He like, yeah, I'm bringing her home. I'm bringing her to you. Well, it's this store that's right next to the apartments, and I just had walked to the store and I had called them, and the whole time they was pinging me in that area, but they couldn't pinpoint right where I was at, and they really thought that, yeah, something happened to me. They thought I was in the woods over there because, like, yeah. So I just had walked to the store because I didn't want him to get caught. Mind you, it's been years and I've been protecting this dude. So that's why I'm finally saying something, because it's like I could really raise awareness just by speaking up or using my voice to tell my story, because I know for a fact it's people out there who go through similar things, and it wasn't an Amber Alert. Nobody said anything, or people out there missing their kids, they wonder why they keep on running away. Sometimes it be just like this. Actually hard for me to let go. It was hard for me to speak up and tell my story. Like, years later when I had told my story, he really made me feel like I was tweaking. Like, I just always felt like I had to protect him because I knew that he could have got in trouble, because everybody was trying to find out who he was. My family, like I was saying, okay, let me go back to that. My family, like, they was on it so bad. They like, who had you in that house? Like, where was you at? And I just kept on protecting him. I'm like, I don't want to say anything. He knew that he could have got in trouble because he told me that. Like, he could have got in trouble for harboring a minor, for having sex with me. Like, it's so many charges that go into that. And mind you, I didn't want it, but he told me, he planted this in my head first day. You're grown. This is what grown people do. You grown, right? You talking to me. You grown, right? This is what grown people do. So I'm thinking, like, I'm supposed to be more mature than what I was at the time, but that wasn't true. And mind you, I went through my own trauma, people touching me, and I didn't even know that it wasn't okay. It took for me to grow up, for me to know that certain things wasn't okay. That's why now, that's why I am the way that I am now. Like, no, like, I'm always buck for how I was when I was younger, when I got took advantage of. Like, it's not that easy to let go of somebody. So I always was protecting him, and I never told them who he was. I never mentioned his name, because deep down, like, I feel like that's still a wound that I'm dealing with. I don't know why I'm not saying his name. I don't know that yet. I'm still trying to work through things. That's why when y'all rushing me through these parts, like, y'all.
Yeah, see, even present day, she still hasn't mentioned his name. She calling him boxers, so yeah.
Understand, like, this is actually hard for me to talk about. I just need to finally say it to get it out of me, like, get it off my chest, because I never had a chance to actually have a voice. How am I protecting this man? To this day, I still don't know, and a part of me is kind of scared to, like, expose who that is. He got kids, he got a boxing career. Well, he just boxed. I don't know if it's a career, but he boxed, like, and I know that people know him. It's just like so much was tied into that, and I don't got time for the backlash. Like, when you trying to heal from something, it's hard to hear people keep on throwing stuff at you that you already knew. I knew I was 15 making a not so smart decision. I know that now. At the time when I was in it and I was going through what I was going through and I was doing what I was doing, I just felt like I wanted somebody to save me. That's all that I wanted. I just always wanted somebody to save me. And at that time, I feel like it was him. And when I had got back home, I'm not gonna lie, I was actually happy to be back there. Even though I had stuff going on there before I had left, it honestly felt good to, like, they was standing outside waiting on me. They welcomed me with open arms. The amount of hugs that I received that day, like, the amount of love that I had received that day, I'm like, dang, this is all I ever wanted. Like, this is what I needed to feel. I always was missing that peace, like, and I feel like it was that emotional stability. That's what I didn't have, that emotional stability, that love, that unconditional love. I never really received that. But that day, when I seen what that felt like, I felt so good. I'm like, dang, they welcomed me back. Like, the words of affirmation, like, everything that they was doing that day, I was like, thank you, God. I just felt so safe. I felt so secure. Like, I haven't felt like that in a long time. And I'm like, thank you, God. He brought me back to my family. Something could have really happened to me. And it was so, I didn't know how dangerous the situation was that I was in. But yeah, I was really being groomed, and I was really being told that my family didn't care about me. But once I had went home and I felt that love, I never wanted to leave again. But life happened after that too, And yeah, I just felt so much love that day. And I was like, dang, like, this is what I'd always needed to feel. This is what I've been chasing. And that piece of me, it came back that day. And that's when I had knew, like, oh, this is what I've been wanting. As I had told y'all, I was welcome back home with open arms. Like, my family was just happy to have me back. And I was soaking in all that love because, honestly, I needed it. And what I just went through, it was pretty traumatic. And it just felt good to have them holding me, hugging me, and everybody to be supporting me and for attention to be on me. I'm not gonna lie. So I had ended up going up to my room, and that's when I had seen all of my stuff was everywhere. The police was in and out the house. I didn't know this during the time, but the police was in and out the house, and they was looking through all of my stuff. And my family was so stressed out about me because they was always in and out the house asking them the same question. They were telling the same story. They was just really worried about me that whole time. And I thought that they didn't care about me because I had somebody in my ear telling me that they did not care about me. They don't love me. And what they was doing to me was also wrong, and that they're abusing me. And during this time where he telling me all this stuff, I really did start believing it. That's why I started making certain videos. And I never posted the videos that I was making, but I was always making videos to make myself feel better. And I'm like, they don't care about me, so I don't care either.
I heard you bitches was looking for me. Bitch, here I go.
But when I had seen my room was like that, and everybody started telling me what was going on behind the scenes and me being missing, I'm like, oh. Like, what I did was actually wrong. Like, I should never even took y'all through that. And I was just so sad. I'm like, I can't believe I did y'all like that. I can't believe this is how y'all felt this whole time. And I just did everything to make it right with my family. And honestly, it blew over pretty quick. It never got forgot. But, you know, it was kind of hard to come back home into that environment. It's like, you just did this. But they was just happy that I was back. I had my phone took for a while, but I did have a backup phone. And oh, you know what, though, that I didn't tell y'all? That time where I was actually missing, I had this backup phone because I had my phone took at the time. I don't even remember why I had my phone took. I wasn't even supposed to have a phone. And I took my SIM out of my original phone that my mom had got me, and I put it into this other phone. So when she took my phone, it wasn't like she took my phone because I had that SIM in my backup phone. I don't know how. I didn't even think I did that. I was kind of rebellious. I don't remember why she took my phone. It was probably because of my grades or something like that. She always took my phone. I really don't know. But it wasn't for nothing serious. It definitely wasn't nothing like this. But how was she texting me? I think she was only letting me have my phone at school because of my grades. And I still had that backup phone. I wasn't even using the phone that I had took to school. That's what it was. She was letting me have my phone at school, but I still had that backup phone, so it didn't even matter. So, yeah, I did have a phone at the time. My bad. This time, I still had that backup phone, and I put the SIM, when she had took my phone, I put the SIM back into the other phone, and I just hid the phone that I was always using. That time I was still talking to Boxer, and he was still feeding me that BS, and he was telling me that if I ever needed a place to go again, he was always there. He invited me back. Even after everything, he invited me back. And it was some days that after school, I was supposed to be in tutoring because I was really trying to get my grades up at this time. I was really trying to be right with my family, but I was still talking to him, and nobody knew who he was, so he never got in trouble for anything. Like, whenever he see me with somebody on my stories, I used to post a lot, he would be like, oh, you and your friends should come over. Who is that? But it was my sister. And later on down the line, he tried to do the same thing to my sister that he did to me. Yeah, we're going to get into that part too.
I don't know why she won't say his name. You need to go to jail. It says, why you and your friend don't come over? She said, huh? When we doing that again? Doing what? None, never mind. Was just asking, but ALR. Alright, oh, okay. Man, you know though. Laugh my ass off. So what's up? She put the black face. What that mean? Psst. That nigga nasty, man.
But he would always be like, yeah, y'all need to come over. Like, who was that? Come over. He was always trying to get me back over there. So it was one day after school. I was supposed to be in tutoring or whatever. And he was like, you should just come over. I want to see you right quick. I don't even remember how I got there. I think I probably I don't remember. But long story short, I ended up there. And I'm thinking that it's just him, right? And as I'm walking in his apartment, he told me like, oh, my cousin here. So I'm like, oh, like, hey, cousin. And we got to walk back to his room. At this point, that girl wasn't there no more. Rightfully so, because you're weird. Cause, like, first, we was just in there chilling. Like, we ain't do nothing at this time. I think he was trying me, but he noticed that I wasn't going. So he ended up leaving. I'm like, where you about to go? He was like, I'll be right back. So his cousin, but throughout this time where I was in there chilling with him, he had the door, like, cracked. It wasn't closed, and it was like cracked. It was cracked a lot, actually. So it might as well have been open. His cousin kept on walking back and forth. I peeped him. He kept on looking in the room and stuff like that. He's kept on walking back and forth. So I'm like, what he got going on? But I ain't paying no mind for real. I was leaving. He was like, I'm about to go somewhere right quick. So I'm like, okay. Like, but the thing is with the cousin, he kept on walking back and forth, but he'd come in, ask him something, and leave back out. Like, he just always wanted to make himself known. And he had told me, like, oh yeah, he just here because he don't got nowhere to go because he just got out of jail or whatever. So I really wasn't even focused on him because, mind you, this is somebody I thought that really cared for me. He was always trying to give me advice, and not no real advice. He just was always trying to tell me. He was always feeding the negative stuff that was going on in my... He was just always feeding into the negative things and just telling me certain things. So he was just always in my head and in my ear saying something. He had told me, because he ended up leaving, but he had told me that he was about to go hit a play right quick. That's what he had told me. So it's just me and his cousin at this point. And his cousin ended up coming into the room with me. I don't even know how that happened, but I'm just waiting on him because I'm like, dang, like, I'm supposed to be in tutoring right now, and you supposed to be in here with me. Like, where's you at? So I'm just like, I was irritated just sitting there. And I didn't even know how I was about to get back home. So I'm just like, where's he at? So the cousin had came in the room, and he started talking to me and stuff like that. And I'm just entertaining because I'm like, okay, there's something to do for the time being, right? He in there, he just talking to me, and he like started inch by inch just getting closer to me. The next thing you know, his hand on my leg, and he just talking to me, spitting that BS. Like, and at that time, I was actually flattered by that because I really don't know, y'all. I don't know. I thought a lot of stuff was cool, but in my ear, just spitting that BS and like trying to, he was grooming me too. I'm not gonna lie, like just speaking real smooth to me, like how somebody shouldn't even be talking to a kid. And bro, so this was, I don't even know, I think he was older than Boxer, and he just in that room talking to me, spitting BS. I'm gonna have to do a part 7, but Boxer, he ended up coming back or whatever, and he was sitting in the room with us. He came in the room with us. Mind you, I'm in the midst of talking to this dude, so he kind of like had a smile on his face. He like, oh, what y'all in here doing? Like, he was excited about the fact that I was up there entertaining his cousin. And long story short, they... All right, so on, y'all, because it's a couple people that's saying this, but it's like, hush.
Him and his cousin did what?
Because the whole purpose of me even making this story time, like I said, was to raise awareness so that people don't make the same mistakes that I did. And I never said that I was kidnapped. I don't know where y'all getting that from. I never said that I was kidnapped. I said I was a missing person. Call that runaway, then yeah, I basically did run away, and I was getting taken advantage of that whole time. I know what I was doing as a kid. Like I said, I thought...
Exactly. She says, I pray this story saves someone's child and opens the eyes of some parents. Please protect your children. You got to. Get the motherfuckers Instagrams and shit. Fuck it. Man, I can't have no daughter, bruh.
That certain stuff was okay. That clearly wasn't okay. It's to raise awareness. Whether I went there or not, that house should never been accessible for me to go to. I can't imagine me now at 22 years old messing with a minor. I'm just gonna say that because I can't even imagine that. So the fact that it even happened, it should never happen in the first place. But I want to raise awareness on the subject because people go through the same thing and it's not a missing alert, or people go through the same thing and they just think that they with this older dude. So I'm just telling y'all, no, that wasn't cool what had happened. No older dude should have been having access to me in the first place. He should never felt like it was okay in the first place. So me being fast, it don't matter about none of that at this point. Like, yeah, I never got taught some of these things, but it's like, it should never happen in the first place. I should never been with these older dudes. I should never been with Josh. I should never been with Boxer. I should never been with nobody I was with throughout them days. They clearly just felt like it was okay to take advantage of a 15-year-old little girl. So that's what I'm really touching on. Like, I was just really scared of like the reactions that I would get, and I didn't know I just felt stuck where I felt like I was so out of place, but I just felt like I was trying to find where I belong, but I was so out of place. Even at home, it was times where I felt like I was just out of place, and it was just like, I don't know, I was just trying to find myself through other things during that time, because like it go from me being at school one day to me supposed to be chilling in the car with this dude to now I'm all the way at his house because I decided to get in his car, and I couldn't just go back because I knew how the reaction would be if I was just to go back to the house like, oh yeah, I left my school. So yeah, the situation did get much worse than it was supposed to, but it happened for a reason. And like I said, I'm gonna continue telling my story whether y'all like it or not. Call me fast or not. This is everybody got a past. So just because you don't speak on something don't mean that you ain't never been through nothing, or don't mean that you ain't never did something dumb. Like, be for real. I'm gonna keep on speaking on it though. I'm gonna tell all my dumb stories. I'm gonna defend 15-year-old me who was making them decisions, okay? Somebody could really take my stories and they could twist it in a way that's gonna help them. It's not okay. It's not okay to be taken advantage of. It's not okay to be away from your family for a long time. If you feel like you can't go to your family about something, it has to be another way out. Don't ever feel like you just have nothing. There's no way out. That day when I had actually went home, it's because I had called the police. I hope somebody can learn from this story time. Like, I was a missing person. I did not get kidnapped.
All right. I don't know what the statute of limitation is on some of this shit, but, you know, it's been 7 years, but I don't know why she won't say his name. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, like I say, you know, like she was groomed, so, you know, maybe some of the stuff that he said to her is still in her head, but she know at 22 years old now that it's not right, but it's something that's holding it back, and it's, you know, backlash and all of this shit. Man, them niggas ain't gonna do shit. Fuck no backlash. Them niggas ain't gonna do motherfucking thing but send some motherfucking tweets and some comments. That's all the fuck they gonna do. They get they stupid ass sent to jail fucking around. They fucking with the right one. You fucking with me, y'all ass going to jail. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I can't. Nigga, so anybody fuck with me, you going to jail. I'm not gonna lie to you. You going to jail, bro. You not threats and all that shit. Your ass going to jail fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going in there writing my reports. God damn it. You feel me? But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Yeah, sad story, y'all. Be careful. Watch y'all kids. Protect y'all kids. Watch them fucking Instagrams. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention. Pay attention. Alright. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like the video on your way out. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the story time in the comments below. And remember, y'all, like she said, you know, motherfucker's 15 years old. Think about that. You know? Peace.